we have three epidemics. One is climate change, and electrification is the other one that fixes climate change, at least in part. But electrification, which translates to power electronics inside everything, we just heard about chips galore, that's exactly how the thing is fixed. That's a problem because it's the heart of the power system. And then we have another epidemic called AI, which is the problem and the solution at the same time. Well, think about the heart of the power system. Personally, if you have a heart, would you rather have me coming up with a stethoscope and measuring your heart if there's a potential heart failure coming up, or would you rather have an EKG? Well, very clearly, technology is advanced, we do the EKG. Now, utilities today are operating at the stethoscope level. That's where can I fix the electrification grid. Today, the 21st century, chips everywhere. Now, we have this incredible opportunity and challenge that $7 trillion will be spent on data centers in the next 5 years. And there's two choices for data center developers. You build or you buy. If you build, it takes you 2 to 5 years. The fastest horse in the race actually is renewables. And when you buy, well, that's a lot faster. You can get this thing done in like 6 to 12 months, and we can today help data center developers to actually make sure that the asset they buy is actually healthy. Now, that's right, I need to click this button too. Too excited about this. The buying part has been done already with nuclear power. We apply this to renewable energy, including battery systems, which is the Achilles heel of it. Now, where's the problem? The problem is the inverter. It sits in between the solar panels or the wind turbine and the grid and the batteries. I took this picture personally myself. It happened every single week. I don't care if $50,000 go up, but if you can't get a supply chain part in a year, that's another $300,000 loss on a single occasion. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. But where is the problem? It's the data. The largest renewable energy developer in the world, NL, said 89% of all our fields are random. No, they're not. They appear random because you don't have the right insights. You need to have the right data. It's irrelevant because a stethoscope doesn't do the job of an EKG. The second one is you have missing data. Texts run around with pen and paper, and if it's advanced, it's an Excel spreadsheet, and then they don't have time to transform the information into the actual database. Lastly, inverters are super smart, but they still don't find the needle in a haystack because they're designed by utility specs. We fix this problem by building a physical energy cardiograph, measuring the heartbeat. That's the core proprietary data only available to us. No data else available. Then we actually find the needle in a haystack, and I spare you of all the technical details, but it's as simple as an app and as effective as a traffic light going down to the component level supply chain issue. What needs to be fixed before it literally blows up, and you don't want to be next to it when it blows up. But that's just the beginning. The future is shrinking this orange case, which is TSA approved to go into the overhead bin today, into a chip. That's small. And then we're going from prognostics to controlling fail-safe power systems all the way through. That is the end game. Now, once we have the chip, we go into 4 verticals. Solid state transformer you can build faster than the real copper and wire ones. That's the second part when we go down to lower the voltage with variable frequency drives to cool the plant. Have you ever ran your plant without cooling, or your car, or your EV charger? Big problems. These are opportunities for licensing. The last one, battery and power distribution units and data centers. That's where the volume comes in. The chip will own the entire conversion chain from 35,000 volts to 1. Now, where we are today is we have $224,000 in revenue with projects. However, we raise funds to shrink the design, build the database, so we can accelerate our progress to the chip as fast as possible, because that's the end game. Now, our team has done this before. I launched 14 power management product lines in my career. Andreas scaled services for an inverter manufacturer from 20 to 74 countries. And Marco, our data lead, actually exited after building a database for a wealth management firm. Jim Gagnon, our director on the board, 5 CEOs, sold the last wind turbine failure company for $140 million to GE. That can do the same. The future is that the chip will control data centers in space. And if you want to invest now, do it now because the data center, space company can finance us all the way through.